Hello everyone. Okay, so today we're taking a look at the case for the Galaxy S4, and this one is by Case-Mate from their Olo range, and it's known as the Tough. Now, the reason this one caught my attention is not just because of the rather fetching colour and the blue inlay. You'll see what that kind of bluey turquoise inlay is all about in a second, but let's take a look. So, what we have is a case, as you might imagine, but it actually is two cases in one. So what we have is we have a hardened plastic, that's your kind of toughened case that we have come to know and love. And then there's this rubberized case as well. Now the reason for two cases is quite simple. A lot of the time when you're using these harder cases, they're absolutely fantastic at preventing the device from taking too hard a knock, but they don't do anything about the shock of the actual impact. And so what you can sometimes find is, yeah, it'll protect the device from the worst of the damage, but you're still going to end up taking some small fractures. For instance, a dent on the side in a corner or something like that, purely because of the shock of, say, hitting the tarmac, going through the case, the harder shell, and actually being able to vibrate against the device itself. By placing your Galaxy S4 into this rubber enclosure first, then clipping that onto the hardened case, what you create is the best of both worlds. You have something that is both toughened on the back, give that you can give that a good whacking, but crucially, the edges that are most likely to come into contact with the ground or raised areas are actually protected in an additional shock absorber. And it's quite a nice rubberized material. It doesn't feel too shiny, and so it actually aids the grip that you get around the side of the case. Also, this textured back that Case-Mate have used on this occasion is really nice. It does grip your hand, which is perfect really. Some cases, as I've said in the past, kind of feel like, well great, I've put it in a case, but now it's going to slide through my hand. With this case, you've got the grip, you've also got this rubberized edge, which is absolutely fantastic. It makes your hand, as you can see, it doesn't just slide straight through anymore. The buttons, because they've been placed underneath the rubber part rather than the hard plastic, are really easy to hit, and they still have the same kind of physical feel to them. Same with the volume controls as well. You can hear there that there's no sort of additional mechanism getting in the way. It's literally direct contact really with the buttons. Absolutely perfect. I used the case yesterday and I found it didn't add too much weight when I was using the Galaxy S4, even though, you know, it is a fairly substantial piece of plastic and rubber that's going on there. Overall, doesn't impact the weight too much. I mean, you know it's there, but at the end of the day, the trade-off is you're protecting your S4. One of the things that I really liked with this case is it looks better than a lot of cases out there. It has a certain amount of style to it. Obviously, you can debate whether you like the purple or blue inlay or turquoise inlay, but, you know, I think it's just a little bit different and a bit more striking, which is nice. Overall, I really like this case. I found that, you know, the combination of, you know, hardware and durable plastic, the rubber insulated shock absorber, plus then obviously this protection it provides around the lip of the phone is absolutely perfect. And, you know, I'm quite happy throwing this S4 around a little bit, knowing that that case is going to do the job it was designed for, stop my S4 from taking too much damage.